Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com, and Rex is riding the shotgun. But what I wanted to do was kind of, I'm heading back to Topeka, and I've been down in Oklahoma and talking to people, and it's been interesting. One thing, there's very few people that I know in the Topeka area that I can talk to, and these people think, and that's one reason why you see I travel around. And when I'm traveling, I'm meeting people, and the different people have different ideas, and that's what I do, is I try to get all these different ideas, but and see what makes sense. And then like I say, we're preppers. At the minimum, you want to call us a prepper. And when it comes to preparing for something, you have to know what it is that you're going to be preparing for. And so that's why, and it's interesting as I travel around, because people have different situations, and there's a different atmosphere in these places. And see, we're at what do you call it? Power plant here. I think you can see some of it, but and it's north of Tulsa, and I don't know if it's a nuclear. I don't think it's a nuclear plant. But I doubt if it is. I think there's a lake over here too. We're I say Tulsa's the eastern side of Oklahoma, and the eastern side of Oklahoma and Kansas, it's a little more hilly, more trees. When you get out west, I mean, it's pretty bare, but this is, I think, much more enjoyable. I'm not too keen on open ground when just all you have is wind, and it's just blowing through and just blowing the dirt from one side to the other side. But anyway, when I'm talking to people, they say all kinds of stuff. And then is it something, the reason we're talking is they're thinking, is this something to be concerned about? And then we talk about that stuff. And then as we talk about it, then that was a policeman, and it doesn't look like he's going to get me. I was doing 73. I do 73. That's my best mileage. And he's staying. But at 73, I get my best mileage. So, and I'm in a 65 mile an hour zone. So I don't know what else to say. It's what best I can do. But like I say, they've got different concerns, and this is what I'm going to talk about, is some of the stuff that I've heard, some of the stuff that people have mentioned, and is it a reality or not? And this is one of those BS kind of things, brainstorming. And this is what we do. We talk and we find out different ideas. And because you're not going to get these ideas watching the news. Like I say, the news isn't telling us stuff. Well, it tells us stuff that they want us to believe. It's not telling us anything of factual nature. And but anyway, one of the things that I think we've all have in common in our thoughts is the economy is really stressed out, and it's something that we're going to have problems with. And a good example is okay, we've got well, I was concerned when President Trump come up with what, $2 or $3 trillion, and it was supposed to, help the virus thing, in which it was, I think they said 10% of it was for the people, and the rest of it, we'd send out all over the world. And I thought this, and I was shocked that he would come up with something like that. But I thought, well, maybe he's got another idea. But that I would think would put a strain on the economy. Now, one thing that I noticed with President Trump is I didn't realize how much a president, how much difference it would make on a president. And because he got a lot of things done. A lot of good things. There's some stuff wasn't all that good, but he did a lot of good things. And now, just we realize with the virus, things changed. That is, we all realize that. And then we're fed, get ready for a new normal. And so that's been something that we talk about a lot. We're trying to figure out what is normal. What is this new normal? And now I agree, because I thought we're going to have to go back to the old normal, but we're not. Just since we've had the new administration, look at the changes that we've seen. And our economy is really, just the economy part, I'm going to talk about that part, has really changed. And there's all kinds of shortages. I don't see anybody taking steps to correct these shortages. I don't expect the shortage to be corrected fast, but it's as if they don't realize there's a shortage. They don't recognize a shortage. They don't recognize what's going on. And that's concerning me. Like I say, new cars, new houses. All this stuff is being under stress, and I'm not sure. I don't think it's labor. My experience in business is if you got the business, you will get the labor. You can pay. So there's something not right. These shortages that we have, I don't know what that means, and if that has something to do with the economy. Is that making the economy worse, or is that a result of a stressed out economy? And so that's been something that I thought was really important. Now, then somebody mentioned that he heard that Chinese and Asian, especially Chinese, students have been called back. They don't want them studying in the United States, and that's enough. That's enough education in the United States, and they're ready to move them out. There's people that have jobs, American nationalists. Chinese nationalists that have jobs, and they were told to leave the country. They gave them a date of the June 15th. I don't know, like the 16th, everybody's going to be gone. I'm not saying that. They're just letting them know that the 15th is the time they want everybody to get back to their country. So what I'm thinking is that's something we might want to keep an eye on. And then because like I say, some of these nationalists had jobs in good positions in places I would think they shouldn't have. But one thing that I've noticed, the Democrats says that you're racial if you are kind of particular who gets in a job position. They don't, and that's the one thing I've never heard them talk about is qualifications, standards. They've never said, well, we need to raise our standards and get the best people in here. I've never heard that. And I'm thinking this might be one of the reasons, because of their party. It looks like it's been taken over and being abused by non-Americans. Now remember again, one thing that I've always been able to pick from a true American is someone that believes in the Constitution and they are moral people. This is something that it's just across the board. All Americans, true Americans, are like that. Now, there's a lot of people that are just along for the ride. And in other words, they just got their hand out, let capitalism give me more money. I want to improve my life. There's quite a few of them, but that's not what I'm talking about. Patriotism kind of comes in there, and it's not like shake the flag in your face kind of stuff. That was interesting. Did you see that? What is going on? Wow, that was weird. See, the semi was driving on this side of the road and I had to pull off. But anyway, and then like I say, now we've got open borders, and and I've always heard they want illegals for cheap labor, and I wasn't sure on that. Now I'm starting to believe they might be right. And I heard people say, well, there's, they're doing jobs that Americans won't do. And I'm wondering about that. But the thing is, because of and now I'm back to the economy, inflation has been so bad. I could understand, because if you know and understand the prices here in the United States, you wouldn't be looking for a job, $5 an hour. A kid, beginner job might, but you're not going to look for a job like that. And if you own a business, you're not going to get quality people for that kind of money. But anyway, these are just things that I've heard, and if this is true, and what I said, when I've been traveling around the world and seeing different countries, I lived in these countries, and I could see they had problems, and they're getting worse and worse. And I can see the same thing going on, and China is no exception. And it does concern me. They've had flooding, they got food shortages. They may think capitalism is what they might think they know what it means, and if they may think they need to go to war to up their economy. So this is stuff that I'm thinking on, and I never thought so much about Russia. The main thing, I'm not familiar with it, but I also heard their population's going down because they don't have they're not having babies. And even China, remember they had the one child. Well, now they're suggesting 3 children. So, and that's what it is. Nobody wants to have children anymore. And I'm thinking that's going on in the United States also. So there's a lot we need to think on. But anyway, just wanted to mention this. This is Mike. No Stress Mike. And Rex is still alert and on guard. NoStressMike.com.